Hello, everyone. Hope you are having a good day. Today, we are joined to discuss a very interesting development that has happened in the world of generative AI. We have got to learn that Sam Altman, the guy who had quit, who was forced out of OpenAI, who came back again, now is creating another set of waves. He's trying to raise $7 trillion. Mark my words. He's trying to raise $7 trillion because he thinks that is the amount of money that would be needed to build a generative AI startup that one day will reach AGI, right? Or artificial general intelligence. Now, a lot of people will think he's probably out of his mind. He's completely delusional. He has already raised $1 billion from Microsoft. He has also have other people who will be more than happy to fund him in addition to multiple billion dollars. But just recently people were talking about Kritrim, yeah, a startup in India backed by Bhavesh Agarwal, who was recently valued at $1 billion, and there was a lot of hue and cry in India, but nobody's batting an eye for Sam Altman, who not only values his current OpenAI startup close to $100 billion already, and has raised close to $10 billion or over that as it is. Now is on the juncture to like imagine $7 trillion, right? And he thinks that he wants to build some AI chips that will be built across the world, that will power the servers that would be required to like support artificial general intelligence. Now think about this number, right? 7 trillion. Like Indian economy is 3.5 trillion. Okay, the valuation of Microsoft is 3 trillion, Apple is 3 trillion. Even if we combine the two, it is still 1 trillion over that. Okay, that's the level of money he's asking. The problem is not that he's delusional or he's completely gone out of mind. The interesting part is he might be already on it, meaning he may have already opened a round where a lot of investors are now jumping behind him to basically put in the billions of dollars that will be required to create a trillion and then multiply it by 7. So maybe he'll not be able to raise 7 trillion all in once, but maybe he has already opened up the round. There would be several investors behind him, backing him to fund his dreams, right? So here is my perspective. Who am I to question him? Like, he has a dream. Maybe it seems wild. Who knows? Unless you dream big, you can never fulfill it, right? So who is stopping you from dreaming? The point here is that he has made waves every time anything happens, whether it is through chat gpt, whether through accusations that his sister leveled against him for molestation, etc. You can check it out. But this guy never ceases to amaze people, right? Always he has something or the other that creates big newsworthy information. So I thought it is good for everyone here on the channel to understand what is happening across the world. People such as Sam Altman are even going ahead and asking for raising funding that is bigger than some countries' economies, including India's, double of that. It is even bigger than the valuations of Microsoft and Amazon, and both companies put together, any two fangs, right? Whether I'd say Microsoft and Apple, or I say Amazon and Nvidia and Microsoft put together. It's just very very crazy, right? So we are living in times when there were questions about funding winter, when so many layoffs are going on. Still there are people who will be able to bag, so if not 7 trillion, he will at least get several billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars behind him, even if he doesn't meet his actual number that he's thinking of raising. And I don't think he expect to raise everything in the next this 1 year, but maybe over a period of time. It is quite possible that he may at least get, if not the whole money, but fraction of it. But fraction of 7 trillion is could also be you know tens and hundreds of billions of dollars that he may be able to collect for investing in artificial general intelligence. All I can tell at this point of time is the way the economy is building, the way the AI is progressing, the direction in which it is progressing. I think we are investing in wrong direction. Again, I'm going to say, and again, I'm saying this as a practitioner in the space, having worked in software, particularly AI areas for quite some time. I can tell you the whole focus of companies in AI right now is to throw more compute and more historical data. That's all we are doing. We think that the more better GPUs, the high number of GPUs that we can create in a cloud, in a parallel high performance computing setup, and as long as we can feed in the historical data, whether it is video, audio, text, etc., we will create this artificial general intelligence. There is another video I had just made earlier today around this movie that came in, right? Teri Baaton Mein Uljha Jiya, which is also based upon a humanoid robot which has artificial intelligence capabilities. Uh, Even if that has to happen, that is at least 10 years down the line if we are able to reach to that stage, which I don't believe we are going to be able to reach. And that's the flaw they have even shown in the end of the video, end of the movie shows that what are the flaws of depending upon a robot and what kind of things can go wrong, even if it feels like a human being and may feel like it is understanding everything that human is saying and acting accordingly. So I wanted to share this important development. I'm sure you will get to hear about this development quite a bit across social media. There will be a lot of pros and cons around it, but mostly the sentiment around is that everybody is thinking that Sam Altman is delusional. I don't think so he's delusional. I think he's very clever, and unless he has bigger goals and bigger aspirations, he'll not be able to reach there. So whether he builds AGI or not, that's a big question mark. I don't think so we are going to be able to do that, at least in our next 10 to 15 years, as I see how the development has happened in this space. But all I can tell you is that he will be raising billions of dollars, if not trillion, already as it is. And a lot of people will be behind him, supporting him, thinking that he will create some new world order, create some new artificial general intelligence that will surpass human capabilities, will be better than the human intelligence, and things along those lines. My thinking is the current focus of people on historical data is a bit flawed. Human beings don't think just based upon what has happened in the past. We think based upon emotions, we think based upon judgment, we have intuition, and our whole human experience has a consciousness. All of those things are void from a robot or an artificial intelligence. I say it is artificial perception management. It is artificial pattern recognition. It is not intelligence. The word artificial intelligence is very, very wrong. That tries to emphasize that the machines that we have today are somehow intelligent. They are not. They're not intelligent. They are still programmed. We are programming them with the historical data. All they are trying to do is predict, given the data, what is the most likelihood next thing can happen. That's all they are doing, even in the LLMs, even in the GPT. And you can see many of my talks and podcasts where I have discussed about this as well. So again, thanks for joining my podcast. I wanted to make sure that you understand this recent development, first from my side, that Sam Altman has been trying to raise $7 trillion for artificial general intelligence. This will become a big news across the world. He may be even successful partially, if not fully, like in raising multiple tens and billions of dollars. And there will be mad rush. We already saw, Mark Zuckerberg already announced that they are going to invest almost $3 billion in general intelligence, AI intelligence, generative AI intelligence as well. As a matter of fact, they're investing in more than 300,000 GPUs. So we can expect more companies to jump in the race. Google, IBM, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. OpenAI, and bunch of other startups that are kind of trying to raise funding in the same space. So time will tell how this will play out, but I think this frenzy has to stop, because a lot of money is being fueled towards certain things that is not going to show very promising results. Chat GPT, a lot of people have already used. You will see it does certain things well, it doesn't do other things well, and there is always a question mark around hallucinations. So I doubt that this will convert into a real enterprise grade product, but the frenzy is there, the mad rush is there. So people who jump into this foray will be able to basically make some money. I almost think we are going in the realms of snake oil salesman theory right now, and this is being led by none other than Sam Altman, also known as Sama. So I'll conclude my talk here today. Thank you for joining my podcast, and please like, share, and subscribe this video. Do write and let me know what are other topics you would like for me to conclude and cover and share. I always share my honest opinions, unscripted, real talks. That's the whole idea of this channel. Thank you once again. Have a nice weekend. Take care and bye. We'll shortly meet in another video, and hope to